Welcome everyone to my very first Let's Play of Bethesda's Skyrim. With me today is Luco, who's going to be co-hosting this Let's Play.
What is up, everybody? This is Luco, and of course we're playing Skyrim. Now, I'm not actually the one playing the game, but Cecil will be rocking it out and showing you what's up. This technically is a recording, but definitely we're showing you the beginning of the game, and we're giving you a view of what you see when you first come in. So here we go.
Now, as he mentioned, I am driving, but for this particular introduction, we felt that, doing a pre-recording was alright, since there's not much whole lot to play and see except for the pre-rendered cutscene, really. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say exactly, Cecil, because basically, we're getting the first look as to what everybody else will see if they booted up the game for the first time. So, that's kind of what we're doing.
You were trying to cross the border, right?
Now, I'd like to point out, the first thing that pops out at me is the visuals here. It just looks unbelievable.
Skyrim was fine until you came along.
The foliage, the skies, it's incredible. What do you think?
Stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell.
I definitely agree there.
We shouldn't be here.
I haven't really played the game in the past, but from what I have actually seen in previews of previous games, this seems to be rocking out and pretty cool. Just the overall environment is just amazing. So,
watch your tongue.
Yeah.
You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Now, for those of you who are not huge Elder Scrolls fans that might be coming into Skyrim as the first in the series, this is an ongoing series. They take place in different realms of the world that they've created. Skyrim is a country of the north. It is mountainous and categorized typically by snowy caps. And it is inhabited by the Nord. We can go in a little bit more lore as we meet more characters.
Nord's last thoughts should be of home. Rorikstead, I'm from.
So what exactly is happening right now? I mean, what are we doing? What's going on? Why are we in this cart?
So traditionally, with the Elder Scrolls series, the player always starts with some sort of prisoner, and looks like we've been caught up in a mess with these guys. These guys are rebels. The gentleman that just spoke is actually a thief who's also been caught up in this mess, but the person sitting across from us and the one that has his mouth gagged is actually the leader of the Stormcloaks, which is the rebel faction in this game.
Oh, so they had to gag the leader of the rebels with a dirty sock. That's awesome.
Indeed, and we actually get to find out a little bit more about that if you watch the introduction sequence. You guys may want to actually see a raw copy of this on another video so you can kind of catch some of the dialogue, where it does go into who he is, why, and a little bit of the background story. I'd like to point out just real quick, you see a kid on the left there is talking to his father. This is the first Elder Scrolls game that has had children, and I know that's been a big thing that's been requested among the community in the past, as somebody who's been playing the Elder Scrolls series for a long time and actively involved with the modding community. I'm very happy to see that. It really adds a level of realism to the game that has not been there in the past.
Let's go.
Okay, so the kids weren't in the previous ones, and this is the first one. You said this was the first one that they've been in so far?
That is correct. There was a lot of controversy over children in video games, and you could inflict violence on them. There's a big hoorah about that, and I think Bethesda originally wanted to kind of just skirt the issue by just leaving kids out, and I think they've done the right thing here and adding a real sense of realism to Skyrim by adding the kids in.
It has been an honor.
Well, there you go, folks. You're not supposed to hurt the kids, so that's why they left them out in the first place. If you wouldn't hurt the kids in the first place, they wouldn't have had to leave them out.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, alright, he's writing on a list. Oh, he's calling names, I see.
Oh, he's making a break for it.
Go, dude, go!
Oh.
No! Well, I guess that's the end of that, dude.
Wait. You there. Step forward.
They're just gonna leave him there? Oh, we just leave corpses laying around.
When he says "Who are you?" I have to admit I think of that song by the Who's. Okay, so we're in the character creation screen here, and I'm just doing a quick overview of the different races, such as the Argonians,
I like that one
which
right there.
they look very cool. Very dinosaurish. Reminds me of Jurassic Park. The Bretons, if you played Daggerfall, you would remember the Bretons there. The Dark Elves of Morrowind, which was a previous game. The High Elves, and the Imperials of Cyrodiil, which was the homeland for Oblivion. I'd like to point out the Khajiits. If you look at their homeland, it's called Elsewhere. Skyrim is obviously the home of the Nords, which is where we're located. Got the Orcs, the Red Guards, and the Wood Elves. And the Red Guards, if you've played Arena, would be familiar with them.
So are the Red Guards like some strong race, or what are they?
Yeah, they excel in warfare. In fact, they have their racial ability is Adrenaline Rush. So if you're really into combat, they start with a lot of bonuses to melee combat. So they're a great choice in that sense.
Sweet. So it sounds like that they're a runaway Spartan, or a different clan of Spartans.
Indeed, if you're really into melee, the Nords, the Orcs, and the Red Guards are great choices. The Imperials strike a balance, and the other races would be more into stealth or more into magic, depending. The Night Elves actually strike, or Dark Elves, sorry, strike a great balance there as well.
Follow the captain, prisoner.
What? Did she just? I gotta go to the chop block? You kidding me?
Yeah, it makes
I'm
you
not
think
on the list.
it might have been better just to make a run for it.
I don't know. That guy was accurate with his weapon over there. They still got the corpse of the other dude sitting on the ground.
Some here in Helgen call you a hero. But a
I'm
hero
not liking
doesn't
this right
use
now.
power
This is
like
pretty
the
crazy
most
coming into
murder his
this.
king and usurp his
Indeed.
throne.
Now, we're obviously seeing quite a bit of story dialogue here, and if you want to follow along story-wise, I would strongly recommend listening to the whole story dialogue in this portion.
And not listening to us yak.
Indeed.
Carry on.
Yes, General Tully.
So,
That's
I'd
what we're
like
here to do, guys. We're here to yak, so I hope you enjoys that too.
That's right. I'd like to point out the Imperials have a very Romanesque look to them. If you look at their gear and their titles, they're very based on Roman historically.
Well,
And,
I guess you know what that means. Follow the Roman Empire. They're gonna follow
Indeed.
suit.
Makes you want to go play Total War Rome.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Smiling at me, Imperials. And you
Oh.
say the same.
No, man, don't do it. Oh, wow.
Dramatic pause.
That's pretty gruesome.
Got a little physics engine there.
You Imperial bastards!
That is really gruesome.
Death to the
I'm
Storm
curious as to see how they actually shot that in the studios.
Now, we are hearing people in the background voicing their opposition and support for this action, so it seems like Skyrim is going to be a land where there's people obviously on both sides of this fight, and maybe depending on where we sit in that struggle may affect our disposition with the crowd and the populace. This will be interesting to find out if it's true.
I see a horse, dude. Why don't we break for the horse? Oh no, we're on the block. This is not cool. Oh, what was that?
Oblivion is that?
Ha! That's a dragon! No!
You'll see yellow turtleshell. Alright, so we've got our first glimpse of a dragon. And obviously they have tremendous magical powers here as he's completely changed the weather, and we saw something shoot out of his mouth. We're not quite sure what.
There's a loogie. Probably spitting a loogie. Be like, what you got doing down there?
I'd like to point out the rocks and flames coming out of the sky. I mean, the effects are great.
What is that?
Yeah, I agree that it's looked pretty awesome right now. I won't lie there. That's yeah, rocking. Okay, so what happened? We're no longer on the chopping block, and now we're hiding from the dragon because the dragon showed up.
Yeah, it looks like there's just mass chaos reigning in this camp. We're not quite sure what's happened. Obviously, the Imperials are now preoccupied with this dragon that's come from nowhere, and the Nord prisoner and I are making a break for it here, trying to get to some safety.
Holy crap! He just busted through the wow. He knew right where to go. Yeah, man, I think I'm missing my eyebrows here. What's going on?
See the inn on the other side?
Oh no, you're not telling me to jump up.
Goes for the jump?
We'll follow when we can.
All right, from up in that tower, that looked like a much farther fall. I don't. Wow.
Hammond, you need to get over here now.
All right,
Wow.
obviously we're not going that way.
Getting quite a nice view of that dragon there. Keeping with traditional dragon lore, looks like he's able to spit fire quite well.
He must not be a young dragon.
I have to find General
I hear
Tullius
young
and
dragons
join the
can't
defense.
breathe fire.
God's guide you.
Well, if he was a young one, I'd hate to see a big one if that was the case.
Oh, no kidding.
So,
Yeah, puny man with sword gets eaten by dragon.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna be fighting a dragon anytime soon.
Oh, hide, come on, hide.
Indeed, don't look over here. Nobody up.
What's this guy doing? Just leading us through a bunch of rubble. Is this still the guy we were following? That escaped prisoner that we're following, or is this
No,
a guard?
we're now following the Imperial that was reading that list. Why we're following it, I'm not quite sure at this point, since he was trying to execute us. There's the lieutenant,
I hope that dragon takes you all to Sodom.
and looks like he's making a break for it.
With me, prisoner. Let's
Oh, and
There goes
one of the
somebody.
guards.
I can cut you loose inside the
Oh,
keep.
buddy. Sorry, dude. Couldn't save you. I was down on the ground. You were like 80 feet in the air.
Alrighty, and that concludes the very first introduction portion of this video. We'll go ahead and pick it up in the second part here.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.